Hello everyone and welcome back to the 25 Cards of Christmas, the series celebrating the entire month of December through Magic the Gathering. As you can probably tell, I'm still sick and my voice still isn't 100%. But Christmas is fast approaching and we have some ground to make up. So without any delay, let's select our gift and reveal today's card. Wow, speaking about bugs, look at this rather charming insect man thing, Mazirek, Kraul Death Priest. Isn't he just pleasant? While not much is known about this guy or his race, we can all agree that he embodies the Christmas spirit, being so overly generous with those 1/1 counters. I wonder what caused him to be so altruistic. The cutest commander of 2015 of course goes to Mazirek, Kraul Death Priest. But what's the story behind this rather imaginative insect shaman? We know that he's native to the plane of Ravnica, as he and his race are strongly tied to the Golgari swarm of the plane, the Golgari being a guild which is quite fitting for this race of insectile humanoids. On the plane of Ravnica, the day-to-day activity of this giant city world is governed by political factions known as guilds. For years, these guilds, which all represent different aspects of mana alignment and personal beliefs, continuously waged war on one another, each looking to better their position over the others. This constant infighting was bound to tear Ravnica apart, until peace was finally realized through the power of the Guild Pact. The Guild Pact was sort of like a magical treaty, binding all the guilds to follow its words as law. It literally made it impossible for the guilds to act maliciously towards one another, causing the plane to finally settle down a bit. With war no longer the main concern for the guilds, they went about forming niches of work, which kept Ravnica running smoothly. Each guild specialized in something different. For example, the Azorius manufactured and updated laws, while the Boros Legion enforced them. The Golgari, on the other hand, a guild made up of outcasts and the undesirable, were left to care for the underbelly of Ravnica. The Golgari kept to the sewers and chasms found deep beneath the surface of the fair city. All the rot and waste of Ravnica would eventually find its way to this underbelly. It was the only resource the Golgari really had access to. But as they say, when life gives you lemons, the Golgari made the best of a bad situation. Using the mass of decay which funneled through their homes, the Golgari swarm began farming the rot of Ravnica. With these so-called rot farms, these masters of mass processing managed to produce a substance which could sustain all life on Ravnica. They acted as the plane's largest recycling plant, converting unwanted filth into life-preserving nutrients. You can see with this occupation how the Golgari would attract some of the more disenfranchised races of Ravnica. One race which joined the swarm beneath the city is known as the Kraul, a more or less humanoid race of anthropomorphic insects. Little is known about the Kraul, but we do understand that while they're officially members of the Golgari, they also follow their own strict caste system separate of the guild. Like many in the Golgari, the Kraul praise the cycle of life and death, destruction and rebirth, the basis of the guild and the Kraul as a whole. Everything can be broken down and built again anew. In this rigid caste system, it appears that those shaman who have trained in the magic of decay hold a lot of authority. This is the case for Mazirek, who's noted to be a powerful death priest and leader within the Kraul. He leads his congregation of insect followers as they buzz and chant the incantations of death and decay, providing Mazirek with the rights needed to keep the eternal wheel of life and death turning. As I said before, little is known about this race of insectoids on Ravnica. I hope that one day we manage to explore the story of this group even further, but for now, we turn to their commander, Mazirek, Kraul Death Priest, for answers. Go ahead, you beautiful bug, you! Take your spot on my tree. Just try not to eat or decay it. Well, thanks for joining me in celebration with another card of Christmas. If you enjoyed the video, consider giving it a like and subbing to the channel. It helps a great deal with future content. I also want to know your opinions on this creepy commander. Do you have any homebrews you're ready to try him in? Let me know in the comments below. As always guys, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hey guys, Simon here, just letting you know if you liked the video, you can support future content by liking it and sharing it with your friends. You can also support this channel by visiting my sponsors over at abugames.com. abugames.com is a leading online store for all things MTG, and without them, this series wouldn't be possible. You may even consider following me on social media or becoming a patron on Patreon. Through those means, you can stay up to date with the channel along with gaining access to special events and giveaways. You can find those links in the description below. Regardless, I wish you all a happy and safe holiday season.